Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel English Center. This is Santosh Kotyal, a school principal. I have been teaching English to CBSE class 10th and 12th students for the last 30 years. And through this long career, I have seen students getting scared when it comes to writing the board examinations, especially the English paper in particular. जब भी इंग्लिश पेपर की बात आती है तो मैंने देखा है कि स्टूडेंट्स बड़े कंफ्यूज रहते हैं, स्पेशली जो कंपोजिशन पार्ट होता है बोथ इन क्लास 10th एंड 12th, उसके फॉर्मेट्स, उसके लेआउट, उसके बारे में स्टूडेंट्स बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान रहते हैं और कुछ एरर्स हैं, कुछ गलतियां हैं जो वो बार बार दोहराते हैं. सो गाइस, थ्रू दिस सीरीज़ ऑफ वीडियोज़ आई विल ट्राई टू help you in writing your answers in the best way possible during the board examinations. I will try to point out the frequent mistakes made by students in the English paper, and in due course of time I will also be sharing some valuable tips and make it sure that you secure the desired marks. So I'm sure you will find this series of videos a helpful one, fruitful and very effective. So guys, just wait for my first video which is going to come very soon. Thank you. All the best. तो हम शुरू करेंगे. आपकी जो दोनों टेक्स्ट बुक्स हैं फ्लेमिंगो एंड विस्टाज, उनके जो अलग अलग लेसन्स हैं, क्वेश्चन आंसर्स की हेल्प से हम लोग एक क्विक रिवीजन करेंगे. आई विल ट्राई टू शो यू हाउ टू राइट योर आंसर्स सो दैट यू गेट फुल मार्क्स. सो स्टूडेंट्स, लेट्स मूव ऑन टू माय फर्स्ट वीडियो इन द सीरीज. But before doing that, you are requested to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you are notified whenever a new video lesson is available. Please सब्सक्राइब करना और बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें. चलिए, जो फर्स्ट बुक है आपकी फ्लेमिंगो, उससे शुरू करते हैं. So the name of the first lesson is The Last Lesson. Seems a bit strange, है ना? तो मैं आपको थोड़ी सी समरी इसकी दे देता हूँ. There was a war between France and Prussia towards the end of 19th century. और उस लड़ाई में फ्रांस के कुछ भागों पर प्रशिया ने कब्जा कर लिया, और जहाँ जहाँ प्रशिया ने कब्जा किया उन्होंने अपनी लैंग्वेज जो कि जर्मन थी वो इम्पोज करनी शुरू कर दी लोगों के ऊपर. People were forced to learn German in place of French. The French teacher, whose name was M. Hamel, he was also ordered to leave the country the next day. So he was going to deliver his last lesson on that particular day. The narrator of the story is a school-going boy. His name is Franz. He is attending his last French lesson. That is why the lesson has been given the name The Last Lesson. Clear? So the first question is, why was Franz tempted to keep away from school that day? In other words, the same question will be, why didn't Franz want to go to school that day? उस दिन फ्रांस स्कूल क्यों नहीं जाना चाहता था? So the answer is, he had not prepared his lesson on participles. एम हेमल, जो कि उसको फ्रेंच पढ़ाया करते थे, एक होम असाइनमेंट दिया था. रूल्स ऑफ पार्टिसिपल्स पर एक लेसन उनको तैयार करना था, विच फ्रेंड्स हैड नॉट डन बिकॉज ही कुड नॉट अंडरस्टूड इवन अ सिंगल वर्ड इन दैट एक्सरसाइज. सो ही हैड नॉट डन दैट वर्क. सो एंड ही वॉज अफ्रेड ऑफ एम हेमल से स्कॉल्डिंग. एम हेमल बड़े स्ट्रिक्ट टीचर थे, तो उनके डांट के डर से वो डर भी गया, इसलिए स्कूल नहीं जाना चाहता था. द अदर रीज़न, the day was warm and bright. It was a pleasant day. Birds were chirping at the edge of the woods. जो पक्षियों की जो चहचहाहट है वो भी उसको सुनाई दे रही थी, आकर्षित कर रही थी. एंड प्रशियन ट्रूप्स वर ड्रिलिंग इन द ओपन फील्ड. जो प्रशियन सोल्जर्स थे वो ड्रिल कर रहे थे, एक्सरसाइज कर रहे थे. तो ये सारी चीज़ें बड़ी फैसिनेटिंग, बहुत अट्रैक्टिव थी, इसलिए भी वो स्कूल नहीं जाना चाहता. तो एक तो एम हेमल का डर, क्योंकि काम नहीं किया था, जो होमवर्क था वो किया नहीं था, और दूसरा द डे वॉज सो प्लेजेंट. सो जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दीज थिंग्स he did not want to go to school that day. Our next question is, what was put up on the bulletin board? बुलेटिन बोर्ड पर क्या नोटिस लगाया हुआ था? बुलेटिन बोर्ड एक तरह का नोटिस बोर्ड होता है जिससे आपको नोटिसेस वगैरह पता चलते हैं. तो बुलेटिन बोर्ड पर उस दिन क्या लगा था? द आंसर इज, there was an order from Berlin. Berlin was the capital city of Prussia. So there was an order from Berlin saying that French would not be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine from the next day. It would be replaced by German. जो एल्सेस एंड लॉरेन दो डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स थे जो कि प्रशियंस के ऑक्यूपेशन में आ गए थे, जीत लिया था उन्होंने और अपनी कल्चर और लैंग्वेज वहाँ पर इम्पोज करनी शुरू की. तो ऑर्डर ये आया कि एल्सेस एंड लॉरेन के स्कूल्स में कल से फ्रेंच नहीं पढ़ाई जाएगी, फ्रेंच की जगह पर जर्मन पढ़ाई जाएगी. जर्मन लैंग्वेज थी किसकी? प्रशियंस की. वो पढ़ाई जाएगी, फ्रेंच नहीं पढ़ाई जाएगी कल से. ये एक नोटिस था बुलेटिन बोर्ड पर. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर चलते हैं. Why were the elderly villagers sitting on the back benches in the class that day? उस दिन वो जो कि फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज का लास्ट लेसन चल रहा था, तो कुछ एल्डरली विलेजर्स, कुछ गांव के कुछ बड़े बुजुर्ग लोग भी क्लास में बैठे हुए थे. द क्वेश्चन इज, वाई वर दे सिटिंग देयर? सो द आंसर इज, दीज एल्डरली विलेजर्स वर सिटिंग इन द क्लास दैट डे because they were sorry it was going to be the last French lesson in the school today, and they were sorry that they had not paid much attention to their studies when it was time for them to do so. जब टाइम था उनके पास, जब वो खुद उस उम्र में थे जब उनको स्कूल जाना चाहिए था, तो वो ज़्यादा गए नहीं स्कूल और पढ़ाई पर भी ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं दिया. they were busy, earning their livelihood and all. The other reason for which they were sitting in the classroom was they wanted to thank M. Hamel for his 40 years faithful service. M. Hamel had been teaching in the school for the last 40 years. 40 ईयर से उसी स्कूल में वो काम कर रहे थे. तो ये एल्डरली विलेजर्स उनको थैंक करना चाहते थे, क्योंकि एमएमएल को भी तो ये ऑर्डर आ गया ना कि अगले दिन उनको भी कंट्री छोड़ के जाना है. एमएमएल वाज आल्सो ऑर्डर टू लीव द कंट्री द नेक्स्ट डे ओनली. So these elderly villagers wanted to thank M. Hamel for his 40 years faithful service. And one more reason, that the people wanted to pay tribute to their motherland, which was occupied by the Prussians now. अब वो ट्रिब्यूट देना चाहते थे अपनी मदरलैंड को, अपने कंट्री को, जो कि अब उनका नहीं रहा क्योंकि उस पर तो प्रशियंस का कब्जा हो गया. So for all these reasons, the elderly villagers were sitting in the classroom that day. Now let's look at the next question. How did France's feelings about M. Hamel and his school change? The order from Berlin that from next day onwards French would not be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine, it would be replaced by German. So what change occurred in France's feelings towards his teacher and his school, his studies? So the first thing was that he was now full of regret for not learning his lessons. Up to now he had taken his studies very lightly. He never took his studies seriously. He disliked his books. He considered them too heavy to carry. But now those very books seemed like old friends whom it was very difficult to give up. M. Hamel, earlier he considered M. Hamel very irritating and strict teacher, but the fact that M. Hamel was also ordered to leave the country the next day only also changed his feelings towards him. The very cranky and strict MML seemed like a perfect gentleman now. Another question. What did MML say about French language? Answer. According to MML, French was the most beautiful language in the world, clearest, and the most logical one. He also appealed his countrymen that they should guard their language among themselves and never forget it, because MML said that this language was going to be the key to their freedom from the Prussians in future. Let's take a long answer type question now. What changes were brought about by the order from Berlin? Students, do you still remember the order from Berlin? There was an order from Berlin pasted on the bulletin board stating that from the next day onwards, French would not be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. It would be replaced by German. And the French teacher, M. Hamel, was also ordered to leave the country the next day only. So just because of this order, several changes occurred there in his school. When French reached school, he found the entire atmosphere there calm and quiet, like we have on a Sunday. The usual noises of opening and closing of desks, lessons being repeated by small children in unison, teacher's ruler being rubbed again and again on the table. These usual noises were not heard on that day. When he reached just outside his classroom, he saw that all the students were already there in their seats, and the teacher was also there in the classroom, pacing up and down with his ruler under his arms. French expected a good scolding from his teacher for two reasons. One, that he had not prepared his lesson on participles, and the other reason was that he had got late for school. So he expected a scolding from a strict teacher like M. Hamel. But a very unusual thing happened. M. Hamel did not scold him for coming late. Rather, he spoke to him very kindly. When Franz took his seat, he noticed that M. Hamel was wearing his special Sunday clothes. He was wearing a beautiful green coat, a frilled shirt, and a black silk cap with embroidery on it. He also noticed that on the back benches, which were usually empty, were occupied by some elderly villagers. Some elderly people from the village were sitting on the back benches in the classroom, and all looked very sad.